Good morning, traders. This is Frank Cholly with RJO Futures in Chicago, coming to you on Thursday morning, March 14th, with your grain market morning commentary. Currently, corn is trading steady. Soybeans down just 1 to 2 cents. At one point, it was down about 10 or 11 cents, but we got a little bounce going into the pit opening. Just 1 to 2 lower in the soybeans right now, and wheat's up 2 to 4 cents. Now, we got the weekly export sales this morning, and mostly everything's in line there, except we had very robust sales in the wheat. 888,000 metric tons of wheat sold this past week. And this is something that I've been talking about. When the price comes down, at some point, buyers come back, demand picks up. And that's what we're starting to see a little bit right now, is demand increase for the wheat. Corn came in at 282,000 metric tons, and soybeans came in at 657,000 metric tons. These are more in line with expectations. And again, the story with the soybeans is that there's been such good demand for our soybeans, the prices remained elevated. The past few days, we've seen a correction from roughly 1485 level down to, approximately 1445 or so where we are right now. This 40-cent correction comes in as we start to see cargoes flow out of Brazil a little bit. This was bound to happen. We knew it was a matter of time. And demand starts to shift away from North America to South America as their supply becomes more readily available. There's also talk about China canceling some of their orders that they had placed with South America. Again, this is typical type news and behavior that we get out of China periodically. They place a bunch of orders, then they cancel orders, prices come down, and then they'll come back in and buy some because they like to stockpile. So keep an eye on how things flow logistically out of South America. We're also going to start to focus a little bit more on North American weather now as we enter the planting season. Again, at the end of the month, we have a big crop report, quarterly grain stocks, and the planting intentions. So the focus will start to shift back to North American weather as we enter the planting season. So the technicals are getting a little better in the wheat. I would expect that if we can get a close above 735, wheat starts to get a little upward momentum. Again, remember, we have a huge open interest short position out there. Once that starts to get covered, the wheat will start to gain some strength as the technicals improve and the shorts start to cover. I do expect that wheat's going to be a big mover. In fact, I'm going to do a blog article later today. I'd recommend that you check our website and look for that, rjofutures.com. And corn, 720 is a big level for the corn. We got up there, touched that earlier in the week. 720 is the 200-day moving averages. You hear me talk about that moving average all the time. I think it's a very pivotal moving average. If we could get above that level into corn, then 740, 750 is not out of the question. But right now, corn's hanging out about 710. I would expect $7 on the lower end to find support. In the soybeans, we're going to see right now that market's 1445. If we close below 1445, I think things start to get a little more negative there, and especially after this pullback off the 1485 level. So we'll wait and see how it closes today, but that's kind of a key level right now. Close below 1445 in the May soybeans, things get a little negative. I would expect 1430, 1420 area to find some support. On the upside, resistance comes in 1455 to 1460 area. Now, that's all I have time for now. Please feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email. My number is 800-826-4124. And as always, remember that trading commodity futures does involve substantial risk of loss. It's not suitable for everyone. Thank you.